With no breakfast, no body lotion or transport, or even a coin from their poor and helpless parents, these children partially bathe and leave for school. Knowing very well that education is light, the pupils will stop at nothing except education. Margaret and her siblings are determined to overcome all the odds and ensure they cross to the other side of the road where there is light. The trio solely rely on the school feeding program to energize themselves. Mikoroshoni Primary School, situated in Kisauni district north of Mombasa City, is now becoming a refuge for such children. Many people in this area are very poor and living below $1 per day. The area is also considered among the most backward, impoverished area in the country. But things are changing. There is now a future for the children in Mikoroshoni because of a well-established feeding program for children who are now going to school each day in this area. Pupils and their teachers have been suffocating from a makeshift kitchen nearby, where all the smoke goes into the class, choking them. At times, they are forced to leave until the smoke subsides.
We are near the kitchen area, so we normally have difficult problems when it comes to learning. The children, most of the time, they have to cough. Most of the children, they normally cough. Others, they normally sweat due to the heat in the class. So managing the class during learning lessons is difficult.
If it were not for the existence of this school, the children will not access education, because in this school, the children found in this school come from the very poorest families, and they also come from those families who have been affected or infected by AIDS. Actually, if it were not existing, then we would have more than thousands of children not having access to any education, because bearing in mind that the children come from very poor families and from HIV/AIDS-stricken areas and families, then actually these children would not access any education. We have realized that any child, and even grown-ups, cannot concentrate on anything if they are hungry. In this school, we've had the children coming from poor families. So there were times when children used to come to my office trying to beg for some small, a few shillings to buy food. There was even one instance where a child came to school and he was trembling in the class and sweating profusely. We asked what was amiss. He said that he had not been eaten for 3 days. So we organized some food for him. We bought some tea and some bread. When we gave him, after some minutes, having eaten that, he brightened up and concentrated on the learning.
Mikoroshoni Primary School is important to me because there is a provision of food. You know, some children cannot afford even to have lunch at their homes, but here we are given some lunch, and also there is a provision of free education.